Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Godzilla Monster of Monsters. I happen to be your host, Pookie Izzy7, the underdog of the underrated, and if you don't know by now, I decided to take on the task of at least doing a double feature of Godzilla. And as we speak, I'm uploading the first two parts of of this um of this game, and therefore we're down to only two monsters. Amazing. We wiped we wiped most of the Daikaiju Gundam out, and now there are only two. So, what's going to happen now? Well, let's find out, shall we? Yes, we will fight Mogera, but first we have to get to him first. Now, I believe it should have been like this from the get-go. I might be a little crazy. I mean, even though I do love Godzilla. Don't get me wrong, I do love Godzilla. It's just the only thing I just couldn't stand was the fact that they just cheapened the whole thing by just saying, "Oh well, you see Godzilla is such and such," and well, I mean, I wonder whose big idea was to say, "Oh, let's make Godzilla into a strategy game." Cause hey, what's more fun than making a strategy game? Let's put it to Super Nintendo. Let's see what develops from there. Oh, so you want some of this too? Therefore, I like to say, why in the name of Toho did these assholes make a sequel to this game? Oh, and it gets better, folks. Oh, it gets better, folks. Not only did they make a sequel to this game, but they made it worse than the original. How do you like that? I mean, how do you explain that? How do you actually do that to a franchise and just basically jack it up? Why don't we ask the Masters of Fail LJN? I mean, they got more games on the list of failed than I don't know what. And most gamers and reviewers that I've heard from say the same thing. They never did like it. And I say why. But I think they're stating the obvious why. Prime example of that? Back to the Future. Now, anybody besides me who have seen the series can technically agree That the first two were awesome. The third one lacked the story, but I won't fault them for that. Because we can pretty much say it was a Doc Brown story. And for someone who believed in 1.21 gigawatts, well, I applaud you, Doc Brown. I applaud you. And then yet, for some reason, for some odd, stupid reason, LJN makes this horrible, and I do mean god-awful version of not just one, not just two, but all three Back to the Future movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I were to play that part, you know, everybody'd be like, ugh. But then again, hell yeah, I'm gonna fight Ghidorah. Anybody who is anybody, know what I'm talking about, can agree, or they can agree to disagree, that LJN made some fail-rific games. I mean, truly. They were fail-rific. I mean, they were awesomely, truly fail-rific games. Games that just basically made you say, what the hell is this? Well, hello, Ghidorah. We meet again. You and your three heads. Now get your ass off me. I think Ghidorah is pissed because of what happened in Destroy All Monsters. Everybody just basically just beat the living shit out of him, and Ghidorah was never the same after that. Ghidorah was truly never the same after that. So he swore revenge on all the Daikaiju, but the one he really just had bad blood for was Gojira. Just because. I think it happened when they were kids, I'm not sure. When they were pups or when they were something. Godzilla probably said something that Ghidorah probably took out of context, and something about his mama or something. Big question is, yeah. We all want to know what was said. What was said. I mean, inquiring minds want to know what was said during that time. Be nice if you had an uppercut of some sort. Down, boy. Down, boy. Down, boy. Probably something about his mama or somebody's mama. Back! So I think that will do it, I think. I mean, after all that, well, there ain't much left to do. We have basically obliterated the entire known facility. All monsters have been destroyed. And let it be known, all your base are belong to us. So here comes the fun, folks. Where will this lead now? Will this possibly lead us to a different planet? Will this possibly lead us to maybe another version of it? You know what? It doesn't really matter anymore. You know why? Because really, this is the rest of the whole game. You're going to do the same thing in every other planet. Because, oh yes, there are many Earth planets. But you know what? I'm not going to do no sort of thing whatsoever. Because I don't see the point in it. It repeats itself, and it doesn't really state the obvious, so therefore, well, Godzilla is basically just destroying everything in his path. So is Mothra. So after this, I think that'll do it. I think that will do it. I don't see anything else I can do here. Trust me, I never did understand this game, and I probably won't understand this game. Even though I do love my RPGs, this has gone far enough, I believe. Really, I do believe this game has gone far enough. And with that, I am going to call this a video. Because all I'm doing is getting my butt blown. So with that, that's pretty much it. Because if you played this game, which most of you probably have ignored for some reason, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of Godzilla right there. You wipe out a map, and therefore, I think that's about it. So with that, I hope you have enjoyed this double feature of Godzilla for the Super Famicom and the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've been Pookie7, the underdog of the underrated. This has been the Godzilla double feature. Join me next time when I actually take on something else. So with that, the underdog has spoken, and I am out! Ciao!